We hid the heart of Titan. We shut down Titan. We put the heart away for safekeeping here in the world of Christmas. We then turned ourselves in at Capital Coffee to Johnny Bravo and to Bio. I now have to go to prison because of what that villager said. Here I am turning myself into primal.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. Swiftly flow my days. In this prison they attempt to steal my joy.
It was
My
backbreaking
strength is
work.
tested by the repetition.
Every day.
Break the stones, break the stones. Sell the ores and the loot. Money grows with no end in sight.
I would go back to my cell exhausted.
My wealth out there, but without freedom, my wealth is for nothing. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. Swiftly
Another
flow
day.
my days.
Another
In this
mind.
prison they attempt to steal my joy. My strength is tested by the
I don't feel like there's any end in sight.
I wake again, it's not a dream. I am still in this prison scheme. My lawyer says wait, the mods delay.
Will I ever see justice?
While these villagers parade. Sunrise, sunset.
What day is it?
Sunrise,
I've been to a PvP mine. I heard that there's better money there. Maybe it'll help me escape quicker. These lawyer fees are stacking up.
Help me, I fall asleep. Help me, I wake and repeat. Help me, the beating of Titan I hear.
Oh yes, I miss Titan.
Stones from my path. Sunrise, sunset. Sunrise, sunset. Swiftly flow my days. In this prison they attempt to steal my joy. My strength is tested by the repetition.
Day in and day out, I mined. Except for this day, there was something new. They had added a TV to my room. I looked around and then I sat down, only to be confronted by...
Breaking news. We head over to Titan. Now with Titan's CEO and the real games in prison, the villagers who were held captive here at Titan are now in control. Titan was living on the edge of chaos, is now a thriving metropolitan. Villagers here are creating their own beautiful emerald utopia. While many villagers are free, it does appear that some of the villagers are still being held in captivity. We are curious to see what Titan may become now with these villagers in charge. I am Piercing Leaf.
JTG Minecraft Therapy. Just a brick away.
Okay, so I need to remember where I came from.
It is the Intherealgames show at the
Yes,
Titan
it's about to go
Prison
down.
Studio. Welcome to my show. There is a lot to see. Hang around me, and we will be in a world of pure apocalyptic chaos. Titan is living on the edge of the apocalyptic purge on the Loverfella Server, now in the heart of prison. Play with me and my friends at play. Loverfella.com. Now to the show.
We just remembered who we were, and we're not going to continue mining one more bit until we put Titan into the prison. That's exactly what we're going to do. And no one's going to be able to stop us. And here we go with a building better montage.
The villager, sitting on his throne of lies, attempting to make his own claim to ruling the Loverfella Server, has placed his own cruel version of industry on his people, bringing in those emeralds at all cost.
Time to create Titan here in prison. Recover the heart of Titan, using my science and industry to cross the dimensions of these servers. Experiment, taking data and applying it is taking my fortitude to keep proceeding when experiments fail. Learning from this data and proceeding. Can my sleep state connect me to an interdimensional mode of travel? Fail to data.
I'm building the base floor of the new Titan. Or Tiny Mini, as I like to call it.
The chaos descends. This new data to new breakthrough to takes this dream to state of awake.
Prices at this prison shop are insanely cheap in comparison to what I remember on the outside. And so I build all the necessities. A base, an enchanting hall, a bed, of course, a fancy floor for my ground floor base. I even built a skin wall here because I have no idea how long it's going to take to get out of here. I built a lake. Sometimes when you're building things, you got to remodel. And that's what I'm doing here. Getting ready for the expansion of the Titan. Adding an upper floor. Some of the brick pattern reminds me of when I first laid the first bricks of Titan. So long ago.
This new data to new breakthrough.
There's my farm over there. When you get into prison, you could do /plot, P-L-O-T, and it's sort of like /home or /claim. And they'll give you some free land. It's not a lot of land, but it's just enough for me to begin to enact my plan. Building the windows of Titan. If you remember Titan Towers, which was an addition to Titan, it had these big windows and they had orange glass, and here I am doing a replication of that. Outlining the window in polished andesite. Here we go. I'm connecting the top to the T graphic, and we're going in with some gradients between our deep slate, which is harder to get in prison, by the way. You can't just buy it from the shop. You actually have to get it from a mine, the PvP mine, in fact. Here I am going up with some glass. Also, I can't fly in prison, so I had to build everything from the normal way, from brick on brick. It brought back a lot of memories. Here I am clearing out a bigger area for the windows. Yeah, floor to ceiling windows looks a lot better. No way you can actually use the window. Before, the way I had it, the window seemed like it wasn't going to be able to be looked out of. Thicken both sides to make sure before adding in the window over here. I also realized that the bottom part doesn't really fit in. It doesn't look like it's really holding the weight. So I'm going to put in some extra polished andesite here to really make it look like it's being able to hold the weight of the building. That's some of the things that you're going to do when you're building a base or building a house, is you're going to keep going back, stepping back, looking at it, and making sure that what it looks like you're going to be happy with in the end. So here I am adding in some extra support beams making it look like it can actually be this big base. As you see, some extra storage is being put in, an armor stand, some little shelves for some new furniture pieces. As you saw, we also get the decor just the same way as we got in the Overland. So the chests here in prison also give you those little pieces of furniture. Yeah, this is starting to look really good. The weight seems there. We gotta take out that middle beam, I think. Yeah, I'm looking at it, sizing it up. Gonna get myself my axe. Now, they have a couple chests here in prison. They have the gangster chest and the vandal chest, where you get a lot of your beginning loot, and that's what I'm going to begin trying to collect for my skin wall. I take this beam across, and then I start considering the ground floor. I don't know if I like these wide open areas. I was going to put some windows in there, but I just didn't feel like that'd be the right fit. And so instead of just putting some basic windows in, I go for a more interesting design. So first I tried out the window idea, and then I decided to attempt another idea. Punching out the windows, adding in some andesite, there we go. It's starting to look better. It's kind of an interesting look, especially for this new version of Titan here in prison. Sometimes in prison they have these events called the Envoy, where tokens for upgrading get dropped, and so I have to quickly run around competing against the other players. It's all about what you get out of it. And here I am trying to get some rare loot, some legendary loot, some basic loot.
To make me be bigger, faster, stronger, I rank up to outlaw, to fast.
Just like in survival, they have ranks. You get special privileges when you have ranks. And the only thing that money is good for is getting new mines. And every time you get to level Z mine, you can prestige. And if you prestige 15 times, they say that you can escape to the outer world. I don't think I have the time to escape to the outer world. I need to get back to Titan. These are the things that I'm thinking about as I'm running around. I'm building something in the basement, away from the eyes of all of the mods and the guards here on the server. Here deep in the basement, I have a interdimensional traveling where I can travel via my sleep. Yeah, you didn't think I was just gonna sit back. Here we are. I travel. The bad thing is I can't get to the overworld in survival. I can get to the end, but in the end, I can't do much. So here in the end, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Yeah, here on these two islands that you see currently, I'm going to bury some loot that I snuck out of Titan with me. I'm going to let you guys have an opportunity to explore these two islands, and so the day that this video drops, I'm going to open up a Pwarp that will let you go exactly to where I entered, right there at the bed. And your goal now is to dig these islands out. On these islands will be 6 treasure boxes, 3 orange ones that are the basic loot that you see here. Those will have about $1 mil worth of loot. As you can see here, about $1 mil. And then what we'll do is we'll put in another 2 chests that are rare loot. That'll be worth about 2 million a piece. And then there's going to be the legendary loot. I'll show that here in a second. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bury these in this end stone. What you're going to do is you're going to come out with your best pick. You're going to dig it up. You're going to choose this Pwarp escape. And you're going to go out there. This is going to be full of everything that I fish up this week. I'm thinking it's going to be $22 million worth of loot, including some more recent armor that looks like what we're calling the Dark Titan armor. A brand new spin on where Titan is going here in the near future. We're going to get out of prison. Like and subscribe.